Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Stardew Valley, I had to think. And I'm not doing a standard farm, and I'm not going to do it in such a way where things happen. No, I'm going to put this on the highest possible difficulty, like I do with every game. And I'm going to increase the taxes on the farm. Let's see. Not the best for growing crops, chewy bluegrass that animals love. Start with 2 chickens. No. Woods limit your farming space. Bounding in the forest near the doorstep. No. I'm going to go with the Hilltop Farm. And I believe, let's see, that's the center. That's all normal. No standing cabins. Cabin layout doesn't really matter because I'm not doing any. And there should be a way to set the tax rate. There wasn't. There used to be. They changed it. They used to have it so you could only make like 50% of your daily profit. They took that option out though, apparently. And I apologize for the level of audio. Because I didn't equalize or anything. And I've played Stardew Valley before, and I've played a lot of oh. That's great. I want to get to the options. Yeah, I know. Farm's a wreck. Like with everything else. I should have done skip intro. So, as I was saying, I've played a lot of Harvest Moon. Like, I played Harvest Moon way back in the day, and there wasn't any really, like, online sort of... There wasn't any online anything. There was no online help to be had. And so, basically, we just kind of were winging it. Everything was trial and error, and that's what made it one of the better games. And of course, this is no different than that. And I'm not going to look anything up either. This is great. Okay. Options. There we go. Perfect. Did he even save that? Probably didn't, did it? It did. Still too loud. Because I'm gonna hate trying to equalize it later, so. Small crystal. Oh, okay. Ah, right trigger. Got it. There we go. Oh, man. It's been forever since I've played this, though. This is actually the first time I played it on the channel. I played it casually off-channel a whole bunch, but I got rid of those farms, and I kind of... What is it? Oh, that's a pickaxe. I was looking for a hammer. Shows how much I played Harvest Moon lately. Oops. But as I was playing this offline, I thought, you know what? I thought, scrap everything I have, start over. I was hoping I could really just tax the farm too, but I guess not. Guess they didn't want to make it too hard on people. What's that over there? And I remember when you had to sit there and literally collect fodder for so much time. It was ridiculous. Because in the winter, if you didn't have enough food for your animals, they would just keel over dead. And it was like, well, okay. In here they call it fiber, but on the other one they called it fodder. Wait for my return at the dawn of your third year. I don't know about you, but if you ever received a message written, and your grandfather had bit the biscuit, and now you're receiving the message at a shrine or what looks like a gravestone, and it says, "Wait for my return after on the third year." And it's like, wait a minute. Grandpa better not be coming back on the third year. I'd call the Ghostbusters. Get Egon and all those guys out here and just immediately pick it up. It's time to take care of Granddad. Honey left you the farm. Okay, yeah, but doesn't mean he has to come haunt me. Feels like I'm playing Windrose all over again. Oops. Of course. I've had so many stories from Harvest Moon. There was one time that I had chickens. Back then, in Harvest Moon, if you had chickens, what you could do is you could put the chickens up on your rooftop if you had the second floor to your house. And when you put the chickens up on your rooftop, your chickens would basically have free food. You wouldn't have to pay for it. You could have them there all year round. No worries, right? There's a problem with it, though. Problem is if you had your chickens up on your rooftop, you didn't check the weather forecast, and it says hurricane, well, now you're sans chicken, as they say. Well, I had a chicken on Harvest Moon named Elvis. Don't know why I named the chicken Elvis, but I named him Elvis. And I forgot to check the weather report. And as you can imagine, Elvis went to Graceland. It was not a good time at all. It was actually a very bad time. Well, then again, I didn't really care because it was a chicken. Yeah, it was terrible because it's like, okay, whatever. What's up, dude? Isn't he the doctor? What's up, kid? Move, Vincent. Hey, Vinay, move. Jody, Caroline. Oh yeah, they have that community center. You just mow the grass. There you go. Took care of it. Nobody lives there, but it's locked. Sure, that makes sense. This is Pierre. Alright. So now that I've introduced myself to quite a few of the villagers, not all of them yet. Yeah, it's the doctor's office. Stardrop Saloon. Now, normally I would be having music here, but for some reason when I turned off the music on the menu, it turned off the music all over the place. So that's not good. Ah, yes, Evelyn. Maru. Penny. And that dog's name is just Dog. Wonderful individual. Oh, so you're the new guy, huh? Cool. George. Hold on. I have to answer a text. I hate doing it, but I have to do it. Right. I can get back to it. He's too busy getting liquored up. Wow, that place is a wreck. Sometimes if you overturn the garbage, you can get good stuff out of it. Is it disgusting? Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, free stuff. Why not, right? Oh, it's Vinny. No one else in here. Okay. Hey, who's that guy? I gotta introduce myself to all the villagers, right? Who are you? Oh, Sam. Looked like he was about ready to go Super Saiyan. He had the blonde hair and everything. I know that I still haven't met the blacksmith or there's the one guy that lives in a tent. I haven't met him yet. Oh, it's 6:40, so yeah, I didn't make it there in time. 4 p.m. Out of order. But is it? I love how they... Like, everybody's just... Joja Mart's just, like, heartless and soulless. And so they don't want you to ever shop at, like, Joja Mart. They're just like, no, don't do your shopping at Joja Mart. Do your shopping over at Pierre's. It's like, well, yeah. There's very few times that you actually have to buy from Joja Mart. It's like when Pierre's is closed and you don't know what to do for, like, seeds or something like that, so you just kind of wing it. Doesn't happen very often, but there are times you have to. I should have just kept the daffodils for somebody, but... Nope, Sunny. Actually, no, I'm gonna... There we go. Start the fire. 60 gold foraging. Well, I didn't make a whole lot of money, but... Sometimes you gotta take it slow in the beginning. Stupid rooster. What was up here? It's out in the middle of nowhere. Ooh. Ah, horseradish. Horseradish is good stuff. If you've never had it, oh, you don't know what you're missing. Now, personally, there's a few good horseradishes out there, but I like mixing a horseradish with a mayo, or mixing it with a mustard, or even going so far as they made a horseradish cheese spread. It was a cheddar cheese horseradish spread, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Inventory full? Now I've got a leaky inventory. Having the inventory be full is, you know, they just need to expand the inventory. I get it, you can only carry so much stuff in your pockets, but we've all seen the internet meme about, like, what fits in a guy's pockets. And it's like the Imperial Star Destroyer, half of Tatooine, the remote, your car keys, your wallet, your wife's wallet. That guy's got a 5 o'clock shadow. Look at that. He's absolutely miserable. You see him? It's like he didn't even want to be here. He wanted to just be elsewhere. I still haven't met every single person. There's a guy down here on the coast Even though his name's not Seamus, I'm probably going to call him Seamus anyway. Hey, bamboo pole. Can I not sell anything? No, I can't sell anything to him. I forgot. Duh. Well, I get plenty of stones, so I'm going to buy the bamboo pole. It's probably a mistake, but hey. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get money. Alright, now that I have a pool, I can actually fish on my property to make money every day. And I'm gonna try to keep this series as short as possible in terms of like duration. I don't want to do like wait, I didn't get to talk to her, did I? Oh, that's Marnie. Okay. I want to keep it as like short as possible in terms of duration of the actual video, because I don't want people to just, you know, be like, oh wait, he's doing nothing. Well, yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing to do in the game aside from literally build a farm. So it's kind of tough. We'll get more of that later. I'll plant more seeds. Who knows what we're going to get, but we're going to get it. Wow. Watch him give me a fishing pole after I bought a fishing pole. Well, too bad, buddy. I already bought a fishing pole off you, so... That was me just hearing that and then just reflex. Apparently, reeling it in is not the X button on the Xbox controller. Apparently, that's not it. Apparently, they didn't tell me how to set the hook, so now I'm going to go down and go talk to the fisherman and see what he's going to say about setting the hook. Because I just tried multiple times and tried all the face buttons. That's one thing I have to give other games. They actually tried to tell you what the controls are. This one's just like, oh, well, you know... Yeah, he knows what he's doing, clearly. Yep, he gave me one. Pure water here, and then all kinds of fish. Tell me how to actually fish, though. No, he's not going to. So I'm going to have to figure it out. There we go. Stupid fish. Stupid fish. There we go. A sardine. Put up that much trouble. An anchovy. Ooh, that's a good anchovy. Well, I'll have to sell off the other bamboo pole by, like, throwing it in the delivery box, I think. But now that I know how to set the hook by pressing up and then X, now it's on. Now I can start... Fabio looking dude. Now I can actually start getting fish and make money. River jelly, huh? It's one of those things where the game's really relaxing, the atmosphere is really relaxing, and you don't want to... You don't really want to, like... Joja Cola. You really don't want to, like, give up the game because it's so relaxing, alright? But at the same time, you know, you don't want the game to run on forever. Now... I've known people that have run actual farms, and I don't mean in the game, I mean like actual farms, right? And we had a few friends of the family that ran their farms, and it got to the point where we were, like, I can't even sell the bamboo rod. Can't get rid of them. Anyway, we had family friends that had their own farms, and they were in the dairy business, right? And the dairy business, depending on where you live, is kind of cutthroat. In the regards that you have to consistently be expanding, otherwise you don't make money and you just go into debt and go broke, effectively. And then, so they were going into debt because they couldn't expand. They couldn't afford to expand. And so they started selling off their dairy cattle. Some of them sold it off for, like, dairy cattle to other farms. And they started selling off older dairy cattle that couldn't really reproduce calves. They sold those off for beef. And so we got to the point where we were buying, like, full-on cows from them. Half cow, full cow, and we were putting them in the freezer. and it was good times. I mean, we had a lot of. Wow, made a fair bit of money. We had we had a fair bit of beef. It was just really good times. But at any rate, I think I'm going to end this one here today, and we'll pick it up in the near future. I'm gonna try to see if after I'm done doing this, I'm gonna see if I can change the tax rate in another file, just to see what it's like. Because I did remember that there was ones that you would only get 50% of whatever you sold. So I had something for that, but now it's gone poof. Don't know where it went. Nevertheless, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I know I did. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one.